Hello, surgery peeps. Yesterday was my 3-week surgeversary. Hooray! This was a particularly important surgeversary because yesterday I was allowed to have soft foods, mushy foods, pureed food. They seem to be all lumped into one. I was on thin liquids up until then, and believe me, the time had come. I am so over the protein drinks. Over. I still have my one. There's one I have that has 45 grams in it. It's chocolate. My husband mixes it with decaf coffee and a little bit of milk, and I managed to choke that down every morning. Yesterday I had a soft scrambled egg in the morning. It was pretty good. I think it ended up being cooked a little bit too long, and so, and I was scared. You know that tension, that feeling you have, like, what do I do? How do I know when I'm full? You know, the whole thing of chewing again, and chewing really well, and swallowing and waiting. My doctor suggests that when you first start out, you chew your first bite, you wait 2 minutes, see how it feels, then you try 2 bites, wait 2 minutes, see how that feels, and then try 3 bites, and so on. And actually, if the 3 bites works, then finish it up. Well, of course, most of the small amounts we're having, 3 bites, 1, 2, 3, you're done. And that was the case. And it went down well. It went down perfectly. As freaked out as I was about these 3 weeks of liquids, following 2 weeks of liquids, it was the right thing. And I am trusting my doctor. I think has a lot of experience with the sleeve, and he knows what he's doing to keep you from complications. That's because several people on the boards that I'm close to, I have 2 girls in particular. We call ourselves the Red Velvet Girls, and because of the red velvet cake you remember me making earlier on in my pre-op period, we all love red velvet cake, and we all had our surgery on the same day. They've had some issues, and I think it was because they started their pureed food and their mushies earlier than I did, and around about 3 weeks, it went down well for them too. So I also had some cottage cheese yesterday, and then this morning, my darling husband made a soft scrambled egg with a tablespoon of grated cheddar cheese on it, and I think I had tears in my eyes when I was eating it. It was, okay, remember how I said that the organic tomato soup was the best food I ever had? No. Okay, it's been replaced with the egg I had this morning, soft scrambled with cheddar cheese. The savoriness of it, the delectableness of it, it's just having those flavors again and being able to chew on something again. I mean, I think I've gotten an amazing new appreciation for the flavor of food and just food in general. But at the same time, I am one of those lucky people that feels no hunger. I mean, head hunger, I don't even know quite what that is. I mean, I know when I'm walking past, you know, and this weekend, walking past all the Memorial Day barbecues. Cookouts, as we've heard that they say in the South and maybe the East Coast. The smells are wonderful, but they all they really inspire in me is this kind, not a longing, but this kind of nostalgia, and I really take those smells in. But I'm not hungry. I'm never hungry. I mean, I have to really remind myself, okay, it's time to do this, and okay, now I don't drink for a half hour, and okay, now I better drink. It's all a reminder thing, and that's wonderful. I mean, I remember hearing on Julie, my idol Julie in Paraguay, the one I want to fashion myself after because she's done so well. Hi, Julie. I know you watch me too. I was so envious of the fact that she was a person who just didn't feel hunger, and that had helped her so much. And I'm lucky too, Julie. I don't feel hunger either. So I also have found that having those new foods has made me today really feel like I'm back among the living. I want to do things more. I mean, I've gotten up and done a few things around the house and just felt that kind of energy. We went on our usual long walk today, and then tonight the pool, the Y pool where I do my water aerobics, opened again. They were closed for a couple of weeks for some, naturally, I got released to do it last week and they were closed, but they opened tonight, and I actually went and water walked also, and I feel great. I don't feel exhausted. I can feel in my legs that I did it. But, so that's 2 exercise sessions, and I also got lauded by everyone there for the weight loss. They could all see it, and so it's just a great day. Having food in your life again, chewable food, is really great. Another wonderful thing was the cottage cheese that I had yesterday. I actually sprinkled a tiny little dusting of a pinch from an envelope of Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. I love ranch dressing, and just putting a tiny bit of that on my cottage cheese was phenomenally good. So it's a good day. My 3-week surgeversary is going well. The other thing is I did have a stall, and this is not something I really talked about that much because I wasn't sure. You know, you think, is this a stall? Well, the truth was I stayed the same weight, 250, for about a week. I mean, I realized just yesterday that I had been that weight already when I did my last 15 to 30 challenge, which I'll be doing another little video for the end of that challenge. And so I was like, wait a minute, you know, I haven't lost weight. I think the time being here in the home, not doing a whole bunch outside the home, being so focused on the grams of protein and the fluids and stuff, the days just kind of meld together for me. And so, and the funny thing about the stall is, it was kind of like the surgery where I knew about stalls, and even last time when I talked about it on my video, I gave you guys the URL to that wonderful article about the chemistry of stalls and the chemistry of weight loss in general. And even though I knew all that stuff, that didn't stop me yesterday from having one of those moments where I thought, I'm going to be the person that weight loss surgery doesn't work for. And I have to laugh about that because I've heard about other people saying the same thing, that they suddenly think, I'm going to be this one person. But I lost a pound today, so it's looking like maybe I'm not going to be that person. It is going to, the weight loss surgery will work for me. And I have to laugh at myself. And that's good about life, is if you can laugh at yourself, it's a good thing. So I think that's me. That's me on my 3-week surgeversary. It's something I wanted to talk about and tell you all about. And woohoo, celebrate, because I'm back on pureed foods and mushy foods. I would love any recipes or ideas, because it's so funny. I kind of am bewildered about what I can do, and I don't want to just start eating the same things over and over. I know that World According to Eggface has great recipes, and I'm going to try her ricotta bake. That is so great for the pureed food time. And other than that, this is life with Meggie at 3 weeks. A couple of things I do want to mention. Kristen, I know that you lost your grandmother, and my heart goes out to you. You know, you have my love and support during this time. I lost my mom not so long ago, more than a year ago, but it's still pretty fresh, and I know how that feels, and it seems, you know, I know that touched you deeply, and I want to apologize to those of you who I have not responded to. I think I also went into kind of an emotional funk during the stall, without even knowing I was in a stall. Well, we all have to remember that when fat cells are being burned, estrogen and other hormones are being released. So we're going to have an ebb and flow of emotions, and that happened for me. So what I do is I watch your videos late at night on my iPad, but my iPad isn't that handy for typing replies, and then where I fall behind is during the day when I want to make replies to you. So I did see that, Kristen. And also Deb in Australia, I'm very, very concerned about what you said, that you had been diagnosed with pericarditis or possible, and that you thought you had a heart problem, but you don't. Or I'm anxious to hear the details of that, so I'm hoping you'll do a video or get in touch with me soon, because that was, of course, very concerning to me. Kara, I know you had your surgery, so hopefully you'll be seeing this soon. I was thinking of you all day today. And I'm thinking about anyone and everyone who's about to have surgery, hoping to have surgery, recently had surgery. You know, welcome to the club. I'm here to answer questions if you have them, and to share the love. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.